reporting from the campaign trail where Ralph Nader is about to make history.
Thank you very much, friends and activists. All workers in our country who work must have equal rights, or none of the workers will eventually have any rights. We need to drive into the presidential campaign of this year a comprehensive worker bill of rights with attention to living wages, with attention to pay equality, repealing the obstructions to workers like Taft-Hartley. No other Western country comes close to obstructing workers from their constitutional right to band together and collectively bargain against corporate power. We need to recognize that the tax system is totally confiscatory of the working classes. This is part of the corporate class warfare against working families. We do have to recognize, as I did early on, the necessity of the separation of corporation and state, and the subordination of the corporation, stripping it of its constitutional rights, because only human beings should have constitutional rights. We need to get rid of forms of autocracy like WTO and NAFTA. We should realize that these are systems of cruel and brutal globalization that are designed to destroy the nation state, which is the only entity now that has any possibility under popular arousal of fighting corporate dictatorial globalization. Half of our federal budget, operating budget, now goes to the military budget, full of waste, fraud, corruption, redundance, and starving people while they feed the military machine. We are now in a state of perpetual war. Both parties are supporting perpetual war. We've got to withdraw from Iraq. We've got to get out of Afghanistan. We've got to support the Israeli and Palestinian peace movements and not continue to pump $4 to $5 billion with diplomatic cover into the Israeli military repression and occupation and brutalization and theft of Palestinian land. I believe in decentralizing, decentralizing, decentralizing right down to the neighborhood. I also believe that the reason why I have created and fostered over 150 groups that cover many of the items on your agenda is because I have decentralized, and I do not believe in centralized control. The only way you can make many seeds to sprout is to give them the soil to sprout and become firm and sturdy oaks. Peace, freedom, and justice. Thank you very much.
For those voting for Ralph Nader, please raise your cards, leave them up, and wait for the count to finish. By this vote, it looks like Ralph Nader got
I've often said the only place where democracy comes before work is in a dictionary. So when we talk about the American dream, you know my definition of American dream is? Justice for everybody. That's the great work of human beings. Thank you very, very much. Nader Gonzalez is in a unique position to reach tens of millions of voters, to spread our message, and to put issues on the table like single-payer health care. Rolling back the violence of corporate globalization, it is just that, ending imperialistic wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and impeaching Bush-Cheney, the most impeachable presidency in the history of our country.